I have to wait for Dan.
Ah! What is going on with this chair? No arms. Gentlemen.
What's up? You settled?
I guess. I'm going to open my laptop and it's not going to be charged. I love it. You ever have... See, I don't know about your laptop, but back in the day when you had a laptop, when you shut it, it normally, like, idles it. Like, mine doesn't do that. Mine, like, still drains the battery when you do that.
Well, it'll still drain the battery while it's idle. It'll still drain the battery.
But I'm talking, like...
You didn't turn it off. You just...
No, I'm talking, like, I'll fully charge it, right? This laptop is, like, a brand new laptop. I got it, like, I don't know, maybe... I don't know, back in October, something like that. I got it. Like, top-of-the-line Dell laptop, and it's just, like, it's never, ever charged. I'll literally plug it in for 3 hours, and then, like, I'll unplug it, I'll put it in my bag like that, and then when I get here and I open it up, half dead. And it's just, like... I would have a laptop. My old ThinkPad over there that everyone makes fun of, that was my work laptop for, like, years. I could put that, I could fold it like that, and it would have a full charge, like, 4 days later. Let me get someone that walked in.
A couple people in there.
You know the routine, Mike. Don't sit out there. You know the routine. Literally have been like no one in here. Like today has been the definition of no one in here all day long until 5:15 when we go live. Classic.
See.
So what we got going on? First off, let's address last week, I guess. All my little shots fired, and which I fully stand by 110%. Did I call Boulder out in Halo? Absolutely. Did I offer to play him? Not really. And I mean, did I?
A little bit.
Did I? No. Did I specifically say I challenge Boulder to a match? I simply said I would beat Boulder.
That's a challenge right there.
Is it? You just can say yes, because you're gonna go against no matter what I say.
I mean, I thought I officially challenged Tom to a match, but I guess I hadn't yet.
I said I would kick Boulder's ass in Halo, which I would. Second off, let me explain something, Boulder. Okay, we're not talking about Halo Infinite. Okay, we're talking about Halo 1 and 2. We're gonna go back, if we play each other, we're gonna go back to the Halo that was out when both him and I were at our video game prime, I would say. Okay, because I think Boulder's around the same age as me, maybe a little bit younger. And we would play Halo 1 and 2, not Infinite. Why would I play Infinite against Boulder?
Because it's the newest game.
Okay, but he was like, "Oh, I gotta practice. We don't need to practice for Infinite. We'll just jump into Halo 1 and 2, and I'll pistol him in Halo 1, and I'll dual SMG him in Halo 2, with a few rockets here and there and some shotguns. That's how it would work."
I believe you.
Was there anything else said on Nerd Glasses that I'm forgetting?
If this challenge does happen, he wants Tom to take on whoever wins. That's his only stipulation.
He doesn't want any of that. He's hoping that I beat him, so I go one-on-one with him. I got better things to do than to play Tom one-on-one in Halo. Tom would beat me in Halo. I don't need that.
But it's just more embarrassment.
For me?
Whoever wins.
But why would a battle between Boulder and I then face an ultimate embarrassment of Tom? First of all, Tom might even be the champion if you beat him, if you think you're so good.
If he decides he wants to play me.
I mean,
I officially challenged him. He fucking moved to Texas.
He was out of town for a while. I mean, you got to issue a challenge.
I have.
Okay, so you got to say it. I hereby
challenge Tom to the Halo.
Now the gods just heard that, and the things will be in motion.
Thought I did this 2 months ago, but I guess not. He's just scared.
I don't know if scared is the definition of it. But, So yeah. So and then I challenge. I didn't challenge. I just said I'm simply the best at Mario Kart right now. I'm Steve.
That was very.
Steve.
You were throwing the gauntlet around pretty hardcore right there.
Steve. Let me say it right now, and I'll say it again. Rather it's the CJ Playmaker Mario Kart League, or rather it's the staff around here, rather it's Tom and Johnny. I walked into this studio twice, and sat right over there and destroyed Mike and Steve. Steve, am I right?
It wasn't.
Did I destroy you? And by definition, destroy, I mean I had multiple wins for you. Well, I didn't beat you by one win. I had multiple wins ahead of you in the standings.
Wins don't matter.
It kind of does. And points.
What is this? The Cup Series?
It doesn't matter. I just the wins. I was counting wins, and I beat both of you by wins. Then we went into a second stream, in which Tom then joined. Okay, and I destroyed it all over again.
Yeah.
I cannot believe what I'm witnessing right now. I'm just gonna pause on a side. On a side subject, I cannot believe what I'm witnessing. And I could care less if people out there hear me now. There's literally been nobody in this store for probably 2 hours until we literally not 5 o'clock. Remember before when we actually went live at like 5? Now the countdown started at 5, and we went to like 5:10 until 5:15 before we actually went live, and then people came in. You just can't win.
It's not even like a couple. It's like a lot of people.
Exactly. It's just I just cannot believe what I'm witnessing. We're just gonna have to we're gonna have to start redoing the shift where someone's here at 5 o'clock from now on.
Then no one will come in.
Yeah, that's what ends up happening. Remember we did that with Nico? We had Nico come in and cover the shift while we're doing this, and he ended up doing the show because no one was out there, and it was just like. But so yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I issued the challenge in Mario Kart. I issued the challenge in.
But who are you challenging in Mario Kart? Just everyone?
So far I've beaten anyone that comes in here.
What do you play?
I would beat you in Mario Kart.
What do you play
I would beat Nico in Mario Kart. I beat anyone from the CJ Playmaker Mario Kart League. Why are you laughing? You don't think I would?
Which Mario Kart? That's the question. 64?
Well, right now I'm talking 64. That's what we've been playing. And I feel like I haven't played Switch, but if I feel like I adapted to Switch and played it quite often, I'd be just fine. Danny NASCAR holds many traits, not just NASCAR.
What about on the DS?
Why would I want to play Mario Kart on the DS?
It is one of the best.
It's like the only one I've ever played.
You can play it on the Switch.
Yeah, but why not?
But you can use the 3DS and play it with Switch players.
Really?
Am I wrong? I'm no Nintendo expert, but
No.
can you not?
No.
I
You can't race each other with a hand 3DS to a Switch?
No.
What was the one where you could?
The DS and 3DS.
No, the DS could play with one of the major. Was it the Wii U?
There was DS Virtual Console on the Wii U. But
We did Super Smash Brothers,
yes.
and people were allowed to use the 3DS for a controller.
That was Super Smash Bros. Wii U, and the 3DS and Wii U were interconnected for some things.
So
Not
you mean to
so-
tell me with all the masterminds over at Nintendo, they can't seem to sync up 3DS? Not that I know they don't make them anymore, but they couldn't sync up 3DS with the Switch and they could play together?
They're not that bright over there.
But does it not make sense why you wouldn't be able to do that? Like, why would you not be able to do that? If I had a 3DS and I was playing Mario Kart, you should be able to play Mario Kart with the Switch people.
It's a different Mario Kart.
Well, they should make them all together. I mean, maybe that's what they're trying to do now with the Switch Lite.
I agree.
The Switch Lite is just a Switch that you can't dock.
Well, so what do you play on?
What do I play on?
Yeah.
I played 64 Mario Kart. I play Wii Mario Kart and I play Wii U Mario Kart. Well, they're the same
I
thing,
like the Wii U
pretty
one.
much. I have not played the Switch Mario Kart.
If you'd like, I can bring in an extra copy for you to practice up on, and I'll still kick your ass.
Well, you would kick my ass at first. I haven't played it before. I don't know half the
Oh.
maps.
You gotta practice up.
And I heard a little reference to Pat over there with Mario Kart. Does he play Mario Kart? You were talking about how there's all new maps coming out for Mario Kart.
For Mario Kart?
Only a guy who knows and makes a comment that they got new maps coming out for Mario Kart. Only a guy who knows that plays Mario Kart.
No one said that.
I was right there, watching, and he made a comment.
Pat did?
Pat did. I heard it. I'll
You
go
sure
back
we're
and
talking
pull
about
it.
Mario Kart?
Yes, he said Mario Kart. They're coming out with new maps. They've been dropping. He said something like they're coming out with new maps, or they've been dropping new maps.
They have been dropping some.
They have.
Yep.
So he said they have been.
I didn't hear that, but sure.
But if he makes a comment like that, I only imagine the guy knows how to play Mario Kart and plays it. Am I wrong?
I would guess so. I mean, I don't know. I didn't hear him say that. I can ask him.
So back to what I was saying.
It's just because I wasn't on the show last week. You had to fill in for calling out people. That's just my thing.
So what else?
I'm on the show.
So I handled the boater situation, which I stand. Let me go through and do a little cleanup of all my comments. I stand by the boater comments. Wasn't really a call. I just said I would slap boat around in Halo, which I would. And if we did play, it'd be Halo 1 and 2, back in our prime days. You don't need to worry about Halo Infinite boater. We would do Halo 1 and 2. Okay? Then we would go and we slide over and we go to Mario Kart. I drive into the CJ Mario Kart League, or right in here and face Steve and Mike and Dave and whoever else, Tom, Johnny, line them all up, and I beat them. You ever played Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo?
I have, yeah.
I'm very good at that one. I'm very good at 64. I really care less about the GameCube one. Does anyone really care about GameCube?
That was one of the most popular.
Was it? And then I would go right over Wii one. I'm good at the Wii U one. That one maybe no one really. Mario Kart 8. It's kind of the same thing as the Switch one, though, isn't it?
Yep, it's
Yeah, I mean,
the exact same.
I'm
thing.
surprised they didn't come out with a whole new one for Switch.
Hopefully, eventually, but probably not.
But so then that was that for Mario Kart. Then what else we have? What was the other one? Pat did say that. Nico says. I was right. See, I was watching. People don't think I watch. I was watching.
I don't know. I just didn't hear him. I texted him.
What was the other call I did? I said Tom is awful at Fortnite. Stand by that one. Tom is awful at Fortnite.
Why are you guys scared to play with us?
Who?
You, Tom, and Mike.
About what?
In Fortnite.
First off, how are you gonna play all of us together?
Play with... There's, like, game modes you can play.
I'm not. Look, when I play Fortnite, I'm not interested in the custom games.
Okay, we could all be in the same party and we could do whatever team gets more wins in a certain
See, I'm
amount
not
of time, stuff
interested in
like
that either. I want to go
You're just not
and
in
I
it
want
for
the
the
win.
competition.
I want the adrenaline of going from 100 people down to 3, 4, 2, or 1, based off of how much we're playing with on a team. That's what I'm interested in. I'm not interested in the other stuff. I'm not interested in custom team slayers.
No, I'm not saying we play against each other. I'm just saying we keep track of the wins we get. I don't know. Nico said you guys were talking shit.
We're talking shit.
That's what Nico said.
I said we're done with the Rainwater versus Rainwater because that match was supposed to be down, set in stone, 2 different weeks. You called off 1 week, and then from what I've been told, Nico called off to do it at the gym.
Yeah.
So I said that one got wish-washed away.
I challenged Tom before that, and that one never happened.
But the official words weren't said. Now they're said.
I think they
you got to say the official words. I hereby challenge. Anyone can drop it at any time.
I already said it today.
Steve issued a
official.
challenge for NASCAR 03, which that now needs to get done.
Which we really can't do because we don't have a PlayStation 2 on the premises.
We'll get one in. Don't you? You don't own one?
No, I sold mine to here.
I was gonna say, isn't there one out there?
No.
That's what. some guy
This
was asking about
better
it.
be one of the biggest trade-ins Mike has ever seen. The fact that there's been like 4 people standing at the counter for the last 10 minutes.
Pat said yeah. He says he plays on the Switch.
I didn't say they were talking shit. What's Nico talking about? Who said who's talking shit?
I said that he said that you guys were talking shit.
Oh. But they said they always ask to play and never do. Okay, that may be slightly true. But again, we have a situation where there's like 8, 9 of us that want to play. You can only play 4. See, I love it when these games never give you the teams you want. You know what the best number for teams are? Overwatch got it right. 5 people.
They had 6.
But now it's 5, right? 5 people. That is the perfect number. Think about how many times you play a game, right? With your friends. How many times you really need a 5-man party? And you can't do it, so one guy's out. Think about it.
I feel like it's also tough though because it's hard to find 5 people to
Is
play
it?
all at the same time.
But at the very least, the option should be there.
I can't even find a third person to play Apex.
who playing fucking Apex these days? Why are you even bringing that up?
Because it's hard to find 3 people to play a game.
It's hard to find anyone to play Apex because no one's playing it.
That's why 3 of the people that stream for you play it.
And you're not that good at it.
I'd like to see you play a game.
I've said my piece, and I am not going to bring it up again.
What's it got to do with if they're good at it?
You gotta be good at Apex if you're gonna play Apex.
Not really.
Let me put it this way.
You play Fortnite,
No,
you suck at it.
let me put it
Every
this
game you play, you suck at. Why
the
do you
game
play
is
it?
dead. Okay?
Apex?
Apex is dead. It's been dead for a long time. So whoever's playing Apex these days, I would assume is good at it. If you're playing Apex still to this day and it's a sucky game and you're awful, I don't know what to tell you. Do you disagree
that
with
could
that?
be the worst take I've ever heard in my entire life.
What, on Apex?
On just anything in general.
The game is trash.
It's got like the most updated stuff. Like
Really?
they update the maps all the time.
You're telling me
They
it's more.
update-
You're telling me
they
it's
add-
more updated than Fortnite.
What's the
Fortnite
difference?
just dropped they had The Rock 5 weeks ago. Last time I knew. Now he's gone, and now they have Doctor Strange in there. They got more content coming out of their ass than anyone all the games combined. There's no one
What,
that
just because I have famous people in it?
absolutely no one that comes close to matching new content in Fortnite.
All right,
you
why-
could take
why do you
all
play
the games
Fortnite?
that just came out, Apex, WWE, all the games, all these other games that just came. They don't match Fortnite at all in new content coming out.
Apex didn't just come out.
I'm just saying, take Apex, PUBG. Does anyone even know what PUBG is anymore? Gone.
Did anyone ever know what PUBG was?
It was popular for a little bit.
It's popular on mobile now, more than ever.
But you just said why do people play games if they suck at it?
What I'm saying is,
You suck at every game.
Fortnite, but that Fortnite's not a dead game. People are still playing it because it's fun. Apex is a dead game. No one's playing that game. So I don't know why people would be playing that game if they suck at it because the game is like almost non-existent anymore.
That's
There's,
it's not true.
there's currently over 130,000 people playing Apex right now.
And how many Fortnite? Well, if you look up one, can you look up the other? First of all, how can you tell that number?
Just
That's
looking
just
at the
on
stuff. Yeah. Could be people playing on Xbox, PlayStation. I suggest it right now.
Fortnite
It's
is 3
awful.
million, but
Let me tell you the only good thing I liked about Fortnite or Apex. The only good thing I like is the banners. Where you used to slap down, you used to have whoever was leading the game, their names would be up on the board when you run around. That's the only good thing that was about that game that I actually liked. The only good thing, the winning team, and their banners would come down, and everyone would see that. And as you're playing, you can see them up in the banners. That was the only cool thing about that game. It made me think of the Hunger Games.
It's a good game.
Other than that, the game stinks.
A lot of famous
I would
Twitch
tell
streamers
I would
stream it
tell
every day.
OC5 that. I would tell AC Weezy that. Who else plays it? Who am I missing? That plays Apex.
that's about it.
Me.
You were playing it.
It's a good
Stinks. The game stinks.
That's just your opinion.
It's not my opinion. It's probably fact because everyone doesn't play it anymore. No one plays it anymore.
Some of the most watched-
180,000
some of the most
people
watched
out of the
streamers on Twitch
10
play it every
million
day.
people playing video games right now. Probably more. 180,000. Not a lot.
Some of the most watched Twitch streamers play it every day.
That's fantastic. But it's
That's
a dead game.
that's the whole thing. That's your whole argument is that no one plays it.
No one plays it.
And these Twitch streamers are playing it. Why are they playing it? They only play games that are popular because that's how they get views.
What's another free for all game?
Warzone.
Warzone, great game. It's probably not. It's probably. You don't think it's a great game?
No, I think it's a horrible game.
I think it's great.
You don't play it. How do you
No
know?
one's playing that either right now. It's about cycles.
You're just
See,
we're always spitting out random shit.
No. See, here's why, and everyone gets so mad at me when I preach Fortnite. It's one of the greatest games ever created.
And
Because want me to
yet
tell you
you
why?
don't play.
Let me tell you, I've been playing it now that they got rid of building. I don't like building.
That's the whole point of the game.
I don't like
Whoa,
it.
it's the greatest game ever played. I just don't like the main part of the game.
I'm not saying it's a great game because I like playing it. It's the greatest game ever created. I would sit down with everybody here. You could slap as many people. I would look Boder in his face and tell him Fortnite's the greatest game. I would look Dave in his face and tell him Fortnite's the greatest game. I would look Tyler, Austin, OC5, everyone on this network, and I would say Fortnite is the greatest game. Give me a reason why it's not. Look at everything it's done since it's come out. It's revolutionized buying things. It took all these big companies, EA, 2K, that wanted to come out with a $60 game and then charge you another $40 to get all the stuff. It slapped them right in the face and will put them out of business. Fortnite's a game that you can go, you can play for free, and then you like the game so much that you end up spending money to buy the stuff, and they end up making more money than if they were charging to buy the game.
I think they probably could have charged to buy the game and then still have the stuff.
So you have that whole formula right there about the whole buying and the free to play, all that. You have that whole. Now look at all the games that have copied that, by the way.
Pretty sure
now,
there was the battle pass before.
Now you come over here, and then there's the whole creation of that style of a game. Throw in all the new content that comes out for it. They revolutionized the gaming market. It is the greatest game ever created.
But you don't play it.
I do. First of all, I played it for like 2 years when it came out. I just haven't played it the last 2 years because it's been getting a little. Well, all the craziness that they've been adding. Just leave the game the way it is. It doesn't need to be changed. Add new content like characters. Well, you don't need to add in all these different.
You're so hypocritical.
Not really.
Yes, you are. Literally 10 minutes ago, you were just talking about how it's so good because they add stuff all the time.
Add stuff like content, not the way you play the
fucking
game.
Dances? That's what you're so happy about?
Then there's the dance part. That's one of the greatest things about the game. Doing all your little dances, all your little
Emote
emotes,
and everything.
and all the little characters you can buy. That's one of the best things about it. That game has revolutionized the market in so many levels. I can't even come up with it. You know who hates this argument? Can you guess?
No.
Boater and Dave, right over there in the nerd glasses, can't stand Fortnite. And they hate it. They absolutely hate it when I bring this argument up because it's the greatest game ever created. Ever. From the fundamentals of the formula of the game, to the business side of it, to the money side of it.
Finally, we have someone else to calm
Did
down.
we at least make some money when you were
Sold
gone?
an Xbox One.
Which one?
The fat one.
Store credit?
Straight cash. It was a interesting one, to say the least. There was a whole sale was translated to a translator
What?
between me and someone who spoke Spanish. And there was a middleman talking back and forth. It was only at 5 o'clock. I'm behind the counter.
No, at 5:15.
I could've
We
changed.
actually started late and it still happened.
I mean, you spent good cash. So.
We're talking about how you're walking in your argument that Fortnite is the greatest game ever created.
It's not. It's one of the most influential games. But
That's part of it.
Influence doesn't mean
You
it's
also
good.
said Apex was dead.
Apex is dead.
Look
Trash.
at half the influencers on TikTok.
By the way, Nico says, because they stink, Apex stinks, preach Dan. Fortnite 5 years old and still the top. Again, 5 years old. You cannot give me one thing that tells me Fortnite is a bad game. 5 years in the running and it's still the #1 game out there. With fresh content
It hasn't
coming
been
out.
the #1 game for 5 years. When it first came out, no one played it.
What game was better than Fortnite? Tell me.
What, 5 years ago?
Tell me. What game better than Fortnite? In the 5 years that Fortnite's
If
been
you're
out.
going off longevity by itself, I would say World of Warcraft is better.
In the
It's been
5
going for
years
20
that
years.
Fortnite has been out, what game has come along that is taking a bigger scale than Fortnite? Tell me.
And since it's come out or before? Since?
In the 5 years that when it
Yes.
came out
Okay.
to now.
So he's cutting out
It
World
hasn't
of
been
Warcraft.
the best game for 5 straight years.
I'm talking when the game has come out.
It's definitely lost its crown a couple of times, but
To
it
who?
has been holding strong.
To who?
When Apex came out, it was
Minecraft,
hot.
really?
Minecraft was before it, and it is still probably more popular.
I
But
don't know about that.
Animal
That's
Crossing
funny.
kicked its ass for a couple months.
Animal Crossing, Steve?
Yeah.
Really?
Minecraft's the
That's what
most
you're
sold
bringing to the
game
table?
like all
Is he
time.
really bringing Animal Crossing to the
it
table?
was
Okay.
hot for like a week.
What? Between all the Nintendo people and that's
When
it?
that came out, it came out at the perfect time of March 20th, 2020. 3 days after the shutdown. Everyone got their Switches. Everyone played it.
Yeah,
It
and
was a good
Fortnite
time.
probably went through the roof as well when COVID hit, because everyone could play it now. You look at Warzone. Warzone probably one of the only games that come along to really kind of almost stick it to Fortnite. Where's Warzone right now? You see people playing it?
That
Yeah,
is
I
unfortunately
do.
kind of done. But I would play that over Apex. That's just always.
Everyone
been
would play everything over.
That's
Apex.
always
The
been
game
my
is
personal
dead.
preference, but I just like Call of Duty's engine better than Apex. But.
I just can't take Dan's takes.
On what? It's
Everything. It just doesn't make any
But
sense to me what
Jackson,
you're saying.
my argument is
I was
a
saying,
lot
so
of
I
different
need to
things.
get this whole what is being
I don't
even
even know how we
argued.
got into it. We got talking about how Apex stinks and no one plays it.
You just said
And
it
I
was
said
dead.
people who should be playing Apex should be people that are very good. And I have no sympathy for people that suck that are playing Apex right now because the game is dead in the first place. So if you stink at the game, why are you even playing it?
And I said,
So
Dan
who
sucks.
stinks?
I said, Dan sucks.
Well, I
at
kind of
every
threw
game
out
he
the fact that
plays.
AC Weezy
Why
and
does he
OC5
play?
stink at it. But that's kind of...
But
I
Dan's
mean,
whole
you said the
is
same
that
thing
if
3 weeks
people
ago.
suck at video games. Why do they play them?
Steve
He
ranked
sucks
them.
at every fucking game, and he plays video games.
People can play stuff even if they're bad, man.
That's you. That's literally
Among Us,
you.
Fall Guys. But Nico, Fall Guys came out and it's dead. I'm talking what game has come out that is stuck and sticks it to Fortnite. All these games that come out and
Minecraft.
they're called coming and goers. Fall Guys came, it was fun for a week, and then everyone got done with it. And adios it went. Fortnite, and let me, by the way,
I don't think it's
you don't
so
think
much.
Fortnite set the bar for Fall Guys? Free to play, elimination.
That has nothing to do with the
Has
game itself.
everything
Fall
to do
Guys
with
is
it.
nothing.
That's more so
You can't even
Epic
compare
Games
the two
marketing
games.
system.
What do you mean?
Fall Guys to Fortnite?
Is Fall Guys free to play?
No.
Just because it's free to play?
That's a
Actually,
big. That's a
it's
big
not.
thing about it.
Apex is free to play. A
Ooh,
lot of fucking games are free to play.
No. Let me say this. Before Fortnite came out, when could you ever get a game for free and play it like you could? Fortnite came along and rewrote. It took EA, it
There's a lot
took
of games on
Activision,
Xbox
it
PUBG.
took Minecraft, it took all
They
these
get to
games
buy
that
it.
charged you for the game and then charged you for all the DLC and it slapped them all in the
It's
face.
pretty much the generic mobile game method. They just perfected it.
Right. They
Pretty much all
revolutionized the
mobile
gaming
games
market.
are free, and then they
Not
make
only
you
did they
pay.
revolutionize the way the gaming works, it's a popular game with fresh content that's coming out non-stop. It's just an all-around perfect setup. And I was telling anyone, that's how the argument started, Mike. That I said I would sit down with anyone on this network and argue with them that Fortnite is the best game ever created.
That's absurd.
Ever
I
created.
think we went into this argument before.
We have numerous times.
And we
I
said it,
stood by
perhaps
this.
you
What do you got here,
maybe,
Steve? Give me some
maybe
good news.
influential.
I'm not
I'm
talking.
looking
I
at this.
don't want to hear numbers. We're not talking numbers.
It's
We're
definitely
talking
not.
numbers
It's
right
definitely not even up for greatest game of all time because that's all up for debate.
I'm talking. It's the most revolutionary game. It's the greatest game of all time. You got to look at it from a lot of different standpoints.
From what standpoint?
From what do you?
It's definitely not gameplay or story-wise the best game ever. There's no story.
now. They're Save the World.
But you don't need a story.
That sucks.
That's why they get the money.
Dan likes it 'cause
See,
they got
you're
the
not-
fucking
you're
rock
not
in it,
arguing.
but it
See,
dances.
but see, that's the problem. There's certain games that have story mode. There's all different types of
The
games.
greatest
Okay,
game of all time would
Fortnite
also be a
is
piece of art.
Elimination. what do they call Fortnite? What's that mode called?
Battle Royale.
Battle Royale. Okay, it's the greatest. It
They
took
didn't
Battle
even
Royale.
create
And look
that.
at all these people that come out after.
PUBG created
Well,
that.
look, we're in PUBG.
Rust actually came first.
And where's that game?
Actually, that one
Rust
still
is still
has some.
very popular.
That actually one is still a little relevant.
You know what year Minecraft came out? Anyone?
2009.
2011.
It was in beta in 2009.
Well, which one was it? Was it 2011 or 2009?
Beta 2009.
So it came out in 2009.
The beta did.
But it still came out in 2009.
It's not the-
Fortnite was a beta for 4 years.
Type it in. Minecraft official release.
There
date.
is... Oh, there's story, Mike.
Let me see.
Nico just said that.
Listen,
Chat's
you can't
going.
take fucking Nico's
When you only
opinion.
play NASCAR.
Who
I
said
don't
that?
only play NASCAR.
Who said that?
That is my specialty,
Say some of his,
NASCAR. NASCAR is my specialty.
Some of the
Danny
NASCAR guys are in
That's
there.
how this whole argument started. Was I talking about how I slap Steve around the Mario Kart, which I have on 2 different streams, and then I said I take down the whole CJ Mario Kart League as well, and then I said I sit down and I take down Johnny, Tom, Mike, Nico, Jackson, line them all up in this store for Mario Kart. Dave, Boater,
Dan
line
beat
them
us
all
all
up.
at fucking
Boater
Tetris.
won't be here. Boater will be licking his wounds from Halo. He will
He
be out
did
of the
respond,
picture.
by the way. Did you guys already talk about that?
Yeah, I said, and I stood by my words. I said I slap. First off, I never issued a challenge to Boater. I simply said I would slap Boater around in Halo. And I'm not talking about, his argument was he got to practice for Infinite. We're not talking about Infinite. We would play Halo 1 and we play Halo 2. That was our prime back in the day with the Halos that came out.
You wanna see a good number that will just completely derail?
Sure.
The last time it was reported, Minecraft had 140 monthly active users.
What? Say that again?
Minecraft had 140 million monthly active users
Okay.
as of 2021.
Right.
So now he wants Fortnite's numbers.
All right.
And that came out in. Did you look up what year it came out?
Released in 2011, beta in 2009.
Alright, I'm reading chat here. For a
But
minute.
longevity.
Apex is not close to Fortnite. Fortnite's creative and pop culture references take it to another level, says Nico. Farming simulator, goat simulator. Nico says, I agree. Fortnite's the best game of all time. TTV Frost, bro, you were playing Fortnite not too long ago. All you were thinking about was Fortnite, and all you could do is... This is awfully long. Then there's a long... I don't know, is this about us or is this someone else?
Whoa.
Very long.
Well, I'm not hating on it. You can't be talking about me. I'm talking about someone. But I'm simply saying that the argument stands...
I don't think anyone's hating. We're just saying it's not the greatest game of all time when you're trying to say it is the greatest game of all time.
Because you got to look at what it's done, Mike. So you guys are throwing your biasness for all your other games. You got to look at what Fortnite has done to the gaming market. What other game has done what Fortnite's done?
What?
What other game has done what Fortnite's done?
Done what?
Let me ask you a question. Because everyone says PUBG. When PUBG came out, because it was the first battle royale, did you have to pay to play it?
Never played PUBG.
Yes.
Yes.
It was.
Yes. Fortnite, the second battle royale probably to come out, made it free. And on top of making it free, they brought along every possible type of gamer you could want. You could have the classic Mike, who doesn't like to spend money on DLC, so he could just play the game and not have to buy anything. And then you have me, who does like to buy things. So when I actually bought it,
I have more skins than
I know, but am I wrong though? You don't like to spend money on DLC.
That's true.
In
I
fact, let me go even further. In fact, Mike went on like a tirade because EA Games took Battlefront 2, right?
I think everybody did that.
Okay, and you had to buy the game for $60, and then you had to buy another $30 a month later for all the other stuff, or all this stuff, and all that
You're
stuff.
ranting, but you don't know what you're talking
What do you
about
mean?
right now.
What?
They did is they just overcharged to use the players. You didn't have to buy another game. And
Okay.
then everything got lower. I wasn't the only one upset about it.
No,
The
let's
whole
play the
world
game
was
that we
upset
both
about
played.
it.
What was another game we both played? You know what game I'm talking about, right before Fortnite came
So
out.
if you're going to be listing off achievements
80
like
or
this, you could
140.
say, A, Pong's the greatest game of all time because it created video games. Or B, Mario is the greatest game of all time
How
because
is
it
Mario the greatest?
popularized
They
it
just
in
made
the
a popular
home, in
character.
the household.
They didn't
They
revolutionize the
put
gaming
video
market.
games in the household of the average person.
Hey, let's talk about Destiny. Remember good old Destiny? When we paid $60 for the game, and then after a month it was dead, and we had to spend another $40 to get the expansion pack.
No
2
one's
years
arguing
later,
Destiny's the best game of all time, so you can
What I'm saying,
throw that one right out.
What I'm saying is that was the old style of gaming. You
Yeah.
buy a game, you play it, and then they don't have any new content for you. And then when the content does come out a year later or 6 months later, you have to spend another $30 to get it.
I will
That's
say
ridiculous.
Fortnite does have an endless stopping content train, which is pretty
Non-stop content. Free to play. I was able just to log on there and play right now. Free to play. Worst game ever created? NASCAR 21. And Steve was still on there last night trying to get some hope that there are people on there playing. Literally the worst game ever created.
That's why Fortnite stands out, because that's the kind of game it's competing against these days. Games like NASCAR 21.
And you would think people, but they don't learn though. You would think, who made NASCAR 21?
Motorsport games.
You would think they would learn. You would think 2K finally did with the stupid games that were coming out for the last 4 years, and they finally gave the people what they want in 2022. And guess what? You can't find the games on the shelves right now.
It's not due to that.
What do you mean?
It's not due to GM mode. It's due to the
It's one of
absurd
the
customization.
big, exactly. But they took the 6 items that people really wanted in the game. They put them all in there. Create your own entrance.
Don't try to take
Create
credit
your own,
for
GMO Mike was a pretty
WWE.
I'm not saying, but GMO was a pretty popular game or mode that they finally added back in. And guess what? People are raving about it.
Are they?
Are they?
Name one. Name two.
That wasn't the question. You said name one. What you also missed is, can you say the words?
I officially challenged Tom to Halo.
He's not even looking at anyone, and he's on his phone.
So I said, now that those words have been said, it's been sent up to the sky, the clouds are moving, and the battle will now take place.
How is it not official? He's had his belt, carrying Tom's belt around.
But he's
for the
never
last couple
officially
weeks.
said the words.
I'm pretty sure I have.
Now he's officially said the words.
He ripped Tom's belt off of his set and
absurd right
has
there.
been draping it around his waist and shoulder. I'd say that's a pretty official challenge.
But that's how, in the promoting world, in the wrestling world, that's how you do things. You talk shit, okay, and then you issue the challenge. Jackson's walking around taking his belt, fooling it around.
It still hasn't been returned.
Not getting returned. Is Counter-Strike free to play?
Yes, it is.
What about it? It wasn't free to play back in the day.
Says it came out in 2012.
What? That's the table what?
I
Was it
bet
not
half
free to
of
play
other
back
than
then?
Jackson, no one knows who
It was like
Valkyrie is.
15 bucks.
You gotta get over that argument.
Do you know who Valkyrie is, Steve?
I think it's a character in Apex.
It is, but that's not the one they're talking about.
That's it.
It's streamer.
Do you know who? I mean, you are brothers with the Weeb Lord himself.
What about
So let me ask you, Pokimane or Valkyrie?
for what?
Just, I mean, general attractiveness. Because me and Nico are arguing about it.
I'm guessing you're a Pokemon guy. You seen the pictures of Pokemon without makeup?
They both are pretty questionable.
I would have to go.
I think I have to take them at their strongest and at their weakest.
Pokemon does have bigger tits.
Deal sealed.
Nico won't be happy, I'm sure.
You heard it from him first, Jack or Nico.
What else do we have going on around here? So we basically just went over all that.
Are we still? We're done with that? I don't.
Done with what? You want to keep going?
What are you? You see?
I'm just not happy with how it ended.
How
I
what
feel like,
ended?
I feel like you still think you're on top, and I don't think you should.
In what?
I think he still thinks he's right.
Who?
You.
You think I'm wrong? You think I think I'm wrong?
Yeah, I
That's
guess
what I'm
we
just
could.
saying, I just don't think it ended where it should have.
So you're saying Dan needs to be put down a little bit.
We just.
You really blew his mind, Dan, with your absurd take.
There's been free-to-play games won before Fortnite.
Which ones?
I was just looking at a whole list of them.
Okay, free-to-play battle royale that revolutionized the gaming market. Tell me who.
That's a very specific fucking category.
But look at what's
You
happened
can
from
take
that.
each games of their generation and say what they've done. I mean, Halo 2 brought
Okay.
Xbox Live and kind of matchmaking
great.
service.
No, Xbox
But
Live.
while
that's
the- while
pretty
great
fucking
They
achievement-
built the
while as great
modern day
achievement-
matchmaking
Right.
system as you see it today.
While as great those achievements were,
Oh,
they don't-
Fortnite's got the rock in it.
they don't
Gotta be the
match what
greatest game.
Fortnite's done.
If Fortnite's so good, where's Fortnite 2?
They don't need a Fortnite 2, Steve. They don't need one. Why?
They're making a Warzone 2.
That's the best part
They have
about it.
Overwatch too.
Yeah.
They don't need it to. They don't need to.
Minecraft has more monthly players.
Who?
Minecraft.
Oh, please. The 5-year-olds on there playing Minecraft.
What fucking age groups play Fortnite?
How can you say that when you're defending Fortnite?
Go to any toy aisle across America, half of it is
By the
Fortnite.
way, when I was out there, some kid joined your guys' lobby and was screaming. Some
Really?
green man or something.
What
If
lobby?
you guys know that is.
A green man?
His name was Green Man something something, and it was just some kid.
In our chat?
No.
and your guys' Fortnite lobby out there, and he was
Oh.
just screaming out of the
Do you
TVs.
know who he is?
I had to quick turn off your Xbox and kill Fortnite on the other one because it was looping through all the systems.
That's pretty fun. When did CS:GO become free to play?
CS
My phone's
what?
on Counter-Strike. Jesus Christ.
Dan doesn't even know half the games that he's already.
My phone's at 1%.
December 6th, 2018.
Fuck. That's not help. Should have lied, Steve.
Pretty much every game is free to play these days.
Apex is.
Halo is.
Halo is.
The story's not done being told on Halo.
What was Fortnite? I'm sorry. What was Minecraft's monthly users?
140 million.
Yeah, shut up.
I could tell
How
that.
much?
140 million. Not 80
Last
million.
30 days, 271 million from Fortnite. What's that say right there?
What website do you want?
Average monthly play. He's just on Google.
February
Monthly
20th,
players.
2022, 269 million
The numbers do
players.
appear accurate.
January 2022, 272 million players.
Well, as you said, it's all the 5-year-olds on their little
December
iPads,
30th,
their
2021,
phones.
275 million players. By the way, those stats came from Nico Rainwater
What stats?
that I just told you.
Fuck
He's jumping
Nico.
in.
He would. He
Doesn't
would.
matter. He understands it.
No, Fortnite's the only game he fucking plays.
And
Of course he's
trashing.
fucking.
I saw, like I was telling Jackson earlier, I saw him playing the other day, and it was some of the most god awful shotgun play I've ever seen in action. What?
I'm listening to you.
Well, he missed at least like 8 to 10 shots on this guy. He was just chasing him from behind, trying to shoot him. The guy wasn't even shooting him back.
You know, Nico, this is where I think we're going to dispar as teammates for a minute. I really don't know why you had this reputation being such a great Fortnite player. I really don't understand it. Nico walks around here like he's the best at Fortnite.
He has some of the most questionable aim I've ever seen. He has a vast knowledge of the game. I'll give
Am
him
I
that.
great at Fortnite? Absolutely not, but I don't walk around saying I'm the best.
You can't shoot, Nico. You can't aim. I think Jackson would muck you up.
This side of the table is quiet right now because they've been mucked up and they don't know what to think of this whole argument today. Steve's lost for words. And Jackson's just baffled.
Did he muck you guys out?
No.
I gotta stop leaving the beginning of the show, I guess.
Steve's still trying to get over me slapping around the Mario Kart challenge. He's appalled by it.
Anywhere.
He's appalled by it. Am I wrong? But Mike, did I not beat Steve 2 streams?
In the 64. One could say he requests the true battle of across all of them.
Okay, that's fair.
Starting from Super
And
Nintendo
until that
64.
happens, I'm the unified Mario Kart champion.
I hereby challenge Dan to a battle across every single Mario Kart, Super Mario Kart 64, Super Circuit, Double Dash, Wii DS, 7, 8.
I'm not sure
Deluxe.
about the DS ones. We can cut those ones.
Whoa, whoa. Can't cut out the DS.
I'll have to see what my availability is in the schedule.
We'll cut the handheld ones because we probably can't find 2 copies of Super Circuit. However, I formally challenge you to all.
I think you can only
requested Mario
choose
Kart.
one game.
All right, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
How did the rules? I think it's 3 games. The champion picks 2 and the challenger picks 1 across all Mario Karts. So that's
Okay.
That's how the Halo one between those 2 are going.
See, we already discussed the specifics, and still.
Dan doesn't think the challenge is
Which 2 do you pick, Dan?
Hang on. What's that?
Which-
Oh, I have to do my
Why would you
research.
go on Google on your computer and just type in most popular games of all time for me?
No, because that's not how you can't do that. Because you're gonna get people's biased articles.
This is your biased opinion that you
What
think
do you
Fortnite's
mean?
the greatest game of all time.
I don't think so. I think if you sat down to the real professionals of the gaming market and you told them what game revolutionized the market the most, they would say Fortnite.
Super Mario Brothers.
But they didn't revolutionize the gaming
Oh
market.
my god!
They have a great character, they're iconic, but they didn't
It's a
revolutionize.
simple, fun game that anybody could play.
It actually revived the gaming market in America.
Their games
That's
were
Steve's
trash.
opinion.
A lot of
That's-
games were trash before Mario, and that was like a golden standard of what you could expect from games.
That's great, but they didn't revolutionize.
Hence, one of the greatest games of all time.
Okay, no, I would have put them. They would fall somewhere in the top. If you take the top 10 biggest revolutionizing games in the market, I would say they're probably in the top 10 somewhere.
What?
Mario.
I would hope so.
Oh, yeah, probably.
That's one of the coldest, easiest takes
I
I've ever heard.
agree with Mike. Like Halo with Bungie with team matchmaking, all that. That's iconic. That would be in the top 10 somewhere. I would have to sit down and really put my chart together. I'm just saying that would be somewhere in the top 10.
Without Halo. You could say that.
Nico, hello. What's he want? I had 15 kills. Mike had 3. Steve won. Is that true?
I don't think that's true.
They're
I
saying
did
it's not
have
true.
one.
That was also my first game, and I don't play it much. But I can see with my eyes when I see a stinky player.
But Nico, you were playing bots. You probably had 15
Nico's
bot kills.
Oh, Dan's now talking about bot.
I'm always throwing the same argument that Nico throws at me back at him.
He was playing in Dan's
What is
hosted
sales
lobby,
for?
the bots lobby.
Do they count Fortnite sales or is it free game?
I,
238 million.
so,
Technically, Wii Sports is a free game.
I bet if I were to go to training for 30 days, I would
Wii
take
Sports.
Nico's cheeks.
what? Wii Sports,
Free to
really?
play.
No, absolutely not.
Came with
Came
every
out.
Wii.
Came with every Wii.
Yeah.
Free to play.
It's not multiplayer.
Yeah, it
Two
is.
Wii's.
It's not- I mean, multiplayer, going to play other people. You can play with the 2 people next to you, that's it.
3 people next
First
to you,
off,
actually.
no. If you wanted to buy Wii Sports and you didn't have it, you had to buy it. You couldn't go download it and go play it. That's free to play. Just because you get the game with the system, that's a cheapie. Doesn't count. If you want to
Why
argue
not?
that, you can say Mario Kart 8 comes with the Wii and the Switch. That doesn't mean it's a free to play
It
game.
doesn't, though.
It did.
Came with a couple.
With a specific bundle.
It came out with a Wii U bundle and it came out with a Switch bundle.
Free to play.
That doesn't mean the game's free to play because you bought it with the system. And Wii Sports only came out for so long with the Wii. Wasn't automatic. Wasn't with the Wii the whole time the Wii was in existence.
Neither
They
was
also had a new
Fortnite.
Super Mario Brothers edition of the Wii. That was free when you bought it.
It came
That's
with
an
Wii
addition of-
Sports, too.
Did they all come with Wii Sports no matter what?
No, it was only out for a certain amount of
I
time.
know there was
when the
the
Wii
black
first came
deluxe
out,
Wii.
when you bought the Wii at first, it didn't have Wii Sports.
No, it did.
The first day it came out, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
Are you 100% sure about that?
I'm sure.
I've seen boxes that don't have it on there.
I've got my Wii year 1 for Christmas. And it
Okay,
came
okay,
with
but
Wii
year 1 for
Sports.
Christmas, was that like the first month it came out? Or was that the holiday bundle? Because
That's the first
Xbox,
month
they
it
all
came
do
out.
that. When the holidays come out, they always bundle a game with it. Doesn't mean it came out when it first came out.
Original Wii.
And I'm arguing on 60% that I think I'm right on this.
November 19th, 2006.
Is that when the Wii came out?
Yes.
And does it say with the Super Smash the game was with it? Yeah, that's kind of slurring there.
I'm dumbfounded.
Guess Mike couldn't handle the box.
He was just a filthy kill stealer.
I mean, really, I'm also a believer in too, with judging how good you are in Fortnite. What's your damage? Like, you know, when we were playing earlier today, I don't know about you, I was knocking on some serious damage, and Luke was getting the end of the kills and racking them up.
Luke does land the kill shot.
He had more damage than both of us.
He had 1,400, I had 900
You had
damage.
800.
800.
For how much more kills he had than you, though,
I
the
had 9
damage seems a
assists.
little off.
Because he was getting some cheapy kills.
It was included as a packing game with the console in all territories except Japan.
Fuck you. Free to play. Like all aspects of Fortnite originated in another game.
It is
And they just took all those aspects and put them into one.
He's pretty
But they
good.
weren't the pioneer.
it also received a number of awards and is considered one of the best video games ever made.
Which one?
Wii Sports.
Oh my god, enough of this. It may be a great game, yeah. I would say it's a good game, but it didn't revolutionize the gaming market. All right,
It was free to
well,
play.
we have Nico up next with High Five. What's their conversation?
Top 5 smells. It's a shame Fortnite's not even on the list
Top
of
5
the
smells.
video games considered the best.
And who wrote that article?
I think the best one of all
Wikipedia,
time was
everyone wrote it.
pretty much considered Ocarina of Time.
First of all,
but-
anyone can write it, Steve. That's part of the
Yes,
problem.
anyone can write it.
I'm used
I
to
looked up the
be.
list.
It's a
The
wide
best
sample
video
size.
games of all
I
time
used to be a
is Minecraft,
Wikipedia
GTA,
editor. I know how
CS:GO,
that system
whatever
works.
one you just
Yeah,
said was.
Ocarina of Time.
What?
Said if you look up a list of best video games of all time, Minecraft's number 1.
Judge off of what
GTA.
is it judging off of sales?
Whatever Mike said, CS:GO.
But I don't know how you can judge off of
World of
sales because
Warcraft.
Fortnite didn't charge it when they play it.
You could say GTA 5 RP took over quite like Fortnite in the streaming scene.
It's a list of video games that multiple reputable video game journalists or magazines have considered to be among the greatest.
Oh,
of all
please.
time.
They don't know what they're talking about.
Oh, just reputable fucking journalists.
Well, so what do we got next? We got the High Five podcast. Who's on that one?
Aye.
Is it just Nico, John, and Dan? Or they have any guests?
It's just Nico, John, and Dan.
Mike and I did a fun one yesterday.
What was it? Cookies?
What?
Top 5 cookies. You were supposed to come in and you didn't, so Mike and I had to jump in and do the show.
Nico begged us. He said, Jackson won't get out of bed. He said he's tired.
Because he just fucking said it was sitcom characters. I was like, I'm not gonna watch fucking sitcoms.
I wasn't all that impressed with sitcom characters
All of
either.
us said no to sitcom.
I mean, that guy shot down like within seconds.
They didn't know what he was doing. Cookies.
He was like, yeah, it was a hard sell. Like, I watched 3 sitcoms. I'm not into that. So it was actually pretty good. Nico's list, like always. I don't know what the fuck was going on.
Do you know what applesauce cookies are? Are they pretty good?
Can you answer one question?
That was
Nico
one of
couldn't
his
answer.
top 5 favorite cookies.
Is there
all time.
applesauce in the cookie?
Yeah. It's like made with applesauce. Like that's like the
Nico
main
explained it pretty well. I think Dan was being a troll.
Not really. Nico wasn't explaining well. He was talking about that. He was talking about chocolate chips in it.
He said
like,
the
what kind of
applesauce
type of
is the
cookie
sugar. The sugar substitute inside the cookie.
Yeah.
But then last second he said there was chocolate chips in there, and then we lost
You
all
can
of
put
us.
anything in there, but it's just they're not. I'm not a huge fan of them.
It's something kind of like that. Just like
Yeah, it's just like a cookie, but
That's like actually the same picture he showed us. I
It
think.
is the same picture.
I was just in the
They look
kitchen
like a
the other
fluffy
day, and there was a
cookie.
Top
recipe
5
for it.
smells.
Money.
Top 5 smells. My top smell would have to be.
When a hefty woman farts right in my face.
wow. Had to go there.
My top 5. I love holiday. I love the tree smell for holidays. Cedar.
Cinnamon.
Not like cinnamon. Cedar.
Cinnamon's one of my top 5 most hated smells.
Fresh cut grass.
Oh, I love that. That was one of my grass. You know, when you cut your grass in the morning, you go out.
Fresh cut grass.
And you smell.
Worst smell though is wet grass that's been cut and left there for a little bit.
Becomes water garbage.
Oh, you don't have to tell me.
I know there's highs and lows to grass smells,
But a fresh cut grass in the summer, nothing beats it.
but gasoline,
Absolutely.
You like the smell of gasoline?
I don't mind it.
It's definitely a unique taste.
It's an awful.
Diesel is awful.
When it's
smell.
clean, it's
Clean
nice.
cotton candle smell. The laundry going. You know, you have the
Definitely
laundry.
like hot laundry smell is pretty good.
You get to smell the cotton coming in the air.
What about the smell of a movie theater when you walk in? I kind of like that one.
I like to smell like airports.
The
You say you
dentist.
dismiss movie theater and then you say the smell of an air. What does that even smell like?
Airports have a weird smell to them.
At least, like, theaters smell like popcorn.
I
I did not
You don't know
stutter.
what you're talking about.
I didn't even stutter.
Anything else to go over? All right, so we got the High Five podcast up next. Top 5 smells. Danny NASCAR tonight. No Look podcast tonight, and also Monday Night Gaming. All here on the channel. Anything else?
Fortnite's not the
I
greatest
make it.
game of all
I
time.
will say, out of this whole episode, I may get some heat for saying OC5 and ACDC
But before
stuff.
we clear
I
it to
hope
make
so.
it to appease Jackson, you need to know you're in the wrong
Yeah.
about Fortnite.
About what?
You're wrong.
I'm not wrong at all. What are you concerned about? You haven't given me one valid point that says I'm wrong.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? You tried to throw out you tried to throw out Minecraft numbers at me, and the
I'm
Fortnite
throwing
ones,
out the
the
stuff I'm throwing out.
The Fortnite ones almost double Minecraft. They almost double.
Minecraft's been out for 12 years.
Okay.
Still pretty good.
Longevity wise,
And it's $100 million
You have to
a
do the
month.
scale of
There's
the
100
years.
million less a month using it than Fortnite.
If you went to what Minecraft's 5th year, it would probably be pretty comparable.
How do you know that?
I'm
You don't even know what you're talking about.
all time.
All time, you have to get a chart.
Fortnite's not the first free-to-play game, not the first battle royale game.
It's like third on the list.
I stand by my arguments, and I don't think
Okay,
I'm
you're
wrong in the
wrong.
slightest.
Well, look
You
at-
haven't you haven't given anything.
What
to
about those
counteroffer
two things I
mine.
just said?
What?
Not the first free-to-play game, so it didn't start that whole thing.
But yeah,
Not
what
the-
was another one?
It's not the first battle royale, so
Well,
it
give me
didn't start
another
that
one.
whole category.
Give me another free battle royale. That was out
I'm
before.
saying that it's not the
PUBG.
first free-to-play game, just in general, free-to-play.
Okay, but list me other ones that they came out with Fortnite.
Free-to-play?
That revolutionized the gaming market.
I'm saying that it's not the first in all these stuff that you're saying
Have
it's
I
the
heard an
first in.
example yet?
Could say like Doodle Jump or
Really? That changed the market?
what's that one where it goes like this? The
What about
Oh,
Fruit
the
Ninja?
scraggly bird. or
That
something.
changed the market?
What do you got for me?
H1Z1 came out first.
Again, are they changing the gaming market? Like, I don't know what are they even
paved
relevant
the road
now?
for
I'm just saying,
It
Fortnite
is.
took a bunch of stuff that's already been done and then put it all into one.
And how many people have copied that formula since they've done it?
They copied stuff from every other fucking game.
That's not no.
Yeah.
They didn't copy a formula from it. They took a
They
lot
did
of different
copy.
things that maybe other people
It's
do.
exactly
They're
what I just
notorious
said.
copiers.
No.
You're saying they started this whole thing and
No,
they didn't.
There wasn't a free battle royale before they did it.
They happen to be able to
But
see
there's
the
been
best
free
thing
games
about
and
every
battle
game
royale
and steal
games.
it.
One battle royale game. And where's that game now? Dead.
It's not dead.
PUBG isn't dead, Steve. It's
Oh,
relying
PUBG's
on
dead. I
mobile.
thought you meant
Rust, we already
Zero.
decided, was still alive and came out before it.
Was it free?
That I don't know.
I'm
No.
No.
Like, it
You're
doesn't have
coming up
to
with
be-
Thank
it's
you.
like the most specific fucking thing you're coming up with.
Jackson, you're wrong. Just you gotta move
I'm
on.
not wrong. You're
move
wrong.
on. You're going to the same. You're in the same denial that Dave and Boder have. That I'm sure they'll argue about tomorrow when they hear
Sure.
that I went on my rant again about Fortnite. They hate the argument. They
It's a
can't
stupid
fathom the
argument.
idea that Fortnite is one of the greatest games ever created. It is.
Let's look at the
You're
numbers.
just
Well, that's a
This
more
is it.
accurate, maybe one of, not the. Now you're backpedaling.
Not really.
Let's look at the numbers halfway through the season.
Of what?
Fortnite.
The last 5 years isn't good enough?
I guess you are peeling a little bit of.
Jesus. The
Because
first
it
year
is having
Fortnite
a
came
bit of
out,
a
it wasn't
jump.
the most popular game of all time. I don't know why you think it's been the most popular game of all time for 5 years. It hasn't.
It wasn't really popular until Drake hopped on with Ninja, but
Every
I
season.
think we can
Then
call
how
it
long
at
was
that.
the game out? How long was the game out before that happened?
Probably a season or two.
Really? I doubt it.
It was around Carbide and Omega and stuff.
Omega.
Every-
You're wrong.
No, I'm not.
Wrong.
No.
Or- I can't even make a W there. Wrong. I was like,
Anything else?
Just say you're wrong. That's all I wanted to say.
Nope.
Wrong.
Alright, that's it. High five up next. Until next week, adios.
Wrong.
Wrong.
Nope.
Wrong.
Say it as many times as you want to say it. It doesn't mean it's accurate.
Wrong.
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 Dan's wrong.
Right.
Wrong.